Hello and welcome to my weekly live. And I am really fortunate, we are really fortunate to have a guest speaker with us today. So I just want to welcome you if you are joining us on my personal profile, or you may be with us on our page, or if you're viewing in the group, then I want to extend a warm welcome to you all in the entrepreneurs, marketing, and word community with Sharon Henderson. I am Sharon Henderson, and today we are really honoured to have personal brand strategist and brand manager Leah Hall. Apologies, there's a wee bit of feedback there. So we have personal brand strategist and brand manager Leah Hall joining us today. And Leah was actually nominated and selected as a 20 on the Rise 2019 marketing expert by Rising Tide Society and Honeybook. So that really is a testament to Leah, and we really will be valuing what Leah has to share with us. So what Leah's going to talk to us today about is how you can implement a very simple but highly effective batching technique so that you can really maximize your productivity. And indeed, Leah can manage a pretty impressive feat of creating 12 weeks of content in one weekend without breaking a sweat. So without further ado, I really want to hear what Leah has to tell us today. So a warm welcome, Leah. Thank you for your time and sharing.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Okay, so do you want to go right into the presentation?
Yeah, we sure can. So we're using a different, we're using Ecamm Live again. We have been having a few technical issues with screen sharing, so please bear with us. I'm going to share my screen now and bring up the presentation. So Leah's going to take us through this now, which is so beautifully presented, I might add. So I'll just, I'll take us off so you can see the screen in full. Okay, so I will hand over to you, Leah. Just shout when you want me to scroll.
Okay. Perfect. So I can see it on your end. If you don't mind doing it full screen.
Is it not full screen at the moment? I
It's your desktop and then a little bit of the actual presentation.
How is that? Is that better? Can you see that? There's likely to be a little delay.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, so everyone, we're going to talk about the content creation life cycle. And this is something that I came up with for myself so that I was able to not only manage my home life, my homeschooling my children, but also my business life. And so I want to share this with you all today. And this is the tactical content strategies for building out your content creation life cycle. Oh, I think it's moved. Are we on the very first page? Okay, so the content creation life cycle is the process for developing an intentional content and editorial calendar that provides value both for your audience and your brand as evergreen resources. Okay, so the next slide.
Yep, we're there.
Okay, perfect. So I'm Leah. I'm a social media brand strategist, educator, and Pinterest enthusiast. I develop blueprints for creative women in business to launch their personal brand and to, most of all, monetize their niche. And as Sharon was saying earlier, I was nominated as one of the 20 on the Rise 2019 marketing experts for the Rising Tide Society and also Honeybook. And I currently support women in business through my branding with focused brand management services, and the best job in the world is homeschooling my children. So here are some tips for today's workshop. If you have a bunch of tabs open, please feel free to go ahead and close those. And I'm usually pretty good for about 10 to 20. If you have your Instagram, your Twitter, or even Pinterest open, go ahead and close those out. We'll have time to talk about those later. And then if you have little ones around, go ahead and turn on Khan of Kids. It's one of the best online educational tools. Most of all, grab a pen, a journal, a sheet of paper, or even the PDF planner that we have for the mini workshop. I don't know if Sharon shared that with you, but it is a little token for you all just for attending today.
Thank you very much for that. What we'll do is we'll get viewers to comment and ideally if we can get you to watch right to the end, and then I will get those out to anyone who comments during the live. Thank you,
Okay,
Leah.
perfect. Yeah,
it's a
perfect.
really awesome workbook.
Perfect. So the content creation, again, this is the process for developing an intentional content and editorial calendar. And it is the key to establishing yourself in the online marketplace. And today we're going to dive into what I call the content creation lifecycle. So the content creation lifecycle is built upon the foundation of your messaging. So we're going to review how each piece of the puzzle swiftly builds upon the next. And I have it broken out into 7 areas. If you don't have a YouTube channel, it will just be 6 areas that I highly recommend for business. So the first part is your theme. This is your overall theme that you want to cover each month for your business. That's then broken down into your blog, your email marketing, your social media posts, your social lives, and then your Pinterest pins, which that develops your evergreen life cycle of your content. And again, if you have a YouTube channel, this is also an area where you can use the themes in the blog to build into your YouTube channel.
Cool.
So, where do we start? With a plan, of course. The very first step in planning out your content is to know your audience as well as you know your best friend. Who is she? Where does she hang out? What are her pain points? And what are her goals or aspirations? These are the questions that determine your content and the way in which you can write your copy to attract your audience. Best way to look at any business is from the standpoint of the clients. You're always going to write and think about your business in the way that you can help them or provide their value points to their pain points. So this system will increase your productivity, reduce the number of hours you spend creating content, and we will use very simple tools. We will use your pen and paper, an online tool, a talk-to-text or speech-to-text feature device. And Sharon, let me know if I'm going too fast.
I'm just trying to get to the next one. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
That's great. Thank you.
So the next one is the overview of the content creation lifecycle. And so again, you see the 7 areas broken out, but I'll go into each one into detail.
Right.
Perfect. Okay.
Oops,
So first we start off with our themes. These are the overall messages for the month. I always ask my clients to identify themes for the month. That way we can take the stress off of ourselves on what we will talk about for that month. And then we also provide consistency on our messaging for that particular month. Next, after you decide on your theme, you can break that out into 4-part series to promote your theme and your message for the month via your blog. Next, you'll have your 4-part supporting series to keep your audience engaged with your theme for the month via your email marketing. Next, you're going to have your social media posts and even your lives. And these kind of work hand in hand. And because if you're posting about something, it's really simple to then discuss it on your live or even on your storyboard or IGTV. So these are your daily posts providing additional nuggets and tips for your theme. I know people say that you should post 2 to 3 times a day. I recommend you can just do once a day and then increase the number of lives or IGTVs that you have. So for your social lives, it's an open discussion or conversation partnership to further express your theme and to provide an opportunity for your audience to develop the know, like, and trust factors with you. After that, go ahead.
Can I just check we're on the right page?
I think it's 1 page up.
1 up.
It should say content creation lifecycle.
There we go. My apologies.
No worries.
Great. Are you seeing that now, Leah?
I'm not, but oh, now I am now seeing it. Okay, perfect. So we went through steps 1 through 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is developing your theme, your blog, then your email marketing, your social media post, your social lives, and then now we're on step number 6, which is your Pinterest pins. And this is your evergreen tool to keep your theme, message, brand, and audience engaged. And the best thing about Pinterest is that your content lives on and on and on, and it can be shared so many times you can't even imagine. And then if you do have a YouTube channel, you can build that in just by basing or correlating your YouTube channel monthly theme with your monthly theme for your blog or for the rest of your content. That way it all streamlines together. And then
Awesome.
YouTube is an additional resource to monetize your niche based on how many watch hours you receive, and then if you wanted to go into ads and all that fun stuff. Okay, so the next page, please. This one I believe will be the planner.
Mm-hmm. Which, yeah,
Okay,
I'll let you. Yes,
perfect,
go.
perfect. So if you don't have your planner yet, leave a comment below and we will be able to get you your planner. And this is a special nugget just for you so that you can build out your content.
Awesome.
Okay, so next we're going to talk about your categories and your topics. Let me look at this. Okay. So your categories can include your why. I think it's one page up.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Oh, no. So we have, don't forget to download your personal planner. And then we go on to categories. Categories can include.
Yes. Okay. So your categories can include your why, behind the scenes, about me, inspiration, products, and services. Your topics can include your pillars that you can consistently share with your audience. This makes life so much easier when you have consistency in your business. So I've given you a brief outline.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
just for those who might be uninitiated among us, do you want to just clarify what your why is?
Your why is why you started your business. It's the idea, notion. It's the reason why you get up every single day to do what you're doing. And as an entrepreneur, it can be extremely hard to do that every single day. And we work a 9 to 5. We know that we're going to have a check every 2 weeks. We're going to have benefits. If we get sick, we can go to the hospital. We don't have to worry about those things. As an entrepreneur, there's an additional level of expenses because you're providing that self-care for yourself, your health care for yourself, your vacation days are just there. You can't take a vacation or a sick day and still get paid in the same sense. So your why is the true reason why you get up every single day. If your why is just to make money, the entire process of being an entrepreneur will be extremely hard. There's definitely more to it than just making money. It's about building relationships, changing your community, changing your world, and enhancing the lives not only yourself, your family, but also your customers or your clients. So that's what I believe your why would be.
Yeah, thank you so much for clarifying that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so next we have the 12-week content calendar. So let's cover each area of the cycle. So before I begin, I'm going to give you two. I'm sorry, we don't want to in the background. I'm so sorry about that. So we have two tools that I would like to recommend to you. It's Answer the Public, and when you go to Answer the Public, there's usually this man on here talking and making faces, and no one knows what his purpose is. But if you can get past him, we can get to some true nuggets for your business. So at the bottom, there's 3 areas. There's language, region, and then enter your keywords or a phrase. So if you've ever felt like you don't have content or you don't know what to write about or what your audience might need, this is the perfect tool for that.
Okay.
Ask a question just like you would type it into Google, or a keyword just like you would type it into Google, and you'll receive a plethora of information that you can then use for your content. And it's literally the public is asking questions, and then you can come here, see what those questions are, and build that into your content.
Okay.
Another favorite of mine.
Sorry, Leah. I just need to let. I've just had a message, a comment from Erica Harrell to say there's a bad echo. So I'm not quite sure what we can do about that. I'm just really sorry, Erica. I don't know how bad it is, and maybe Erica can let us know if she can still hear each of us. That would be super helpful because, um, yeah, I'm not quite sure how we can change that. I wonder if I take off echo cancellation, if that makes it better or worse. Um, The echo is really, really bad. Can't understand. We've just had from Trizara. It's unlistenable. Oh my goodness. That's not ideal. I just want to thank you for letting us know that. I'm not quite sure how we're going to fix it. It's not there when talking, when I'm talking, so it's just with, so it's obviously through Skype that we have the issue, which is a real shame. Only when Sharon talks. It's not there when you are talking, Sharon. So it looks like my voice is clear. That's not ideal. I'm wondering whether we continue, because what you're sharing, Leah, is incredibly helpful. But I'm wondering if we need to use a different mode of broadcasting and try again. What are your thoughts,
Well,
Leah?
if you like,
It's a real shame.
sorry, if you like, I can record the presentation, and then maybe we just come back and do a Q&A.
Yeah, I think that. Sharon, can you mute while the other person is talking? I can give that a go, guys. Let me just see. Thank you all for your patience, by the way, and I really appreciate the feedback. Let's see if we can fix this. So, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to mute. I'm going to try muting, although it's crazy, hey, that if I have to mute every time Leah speaks, because if we're doing if we're having a conversation, that's going to be quite tricky, isn't it?
Okay, so testing. Sure. Okay. So the next part, hopefully it fixes itself. I hope that's better.
My problem is if I mute everything, I don't know if anyone can hear anything. That's the tricky thing, isn't it? So I'm just waiting to see if any comments come through as to whether that was better. I'm just waiting. Sorry, I had you and Leah mixed up. Yeah, I think from what Erica was saying, I sound okay. So I am Sharon Trizara. Can't hear anything. I've unmuted everything. I'm pretty sure it's Leah that people are struggling to hear. We're going to need to get this fixed. So what I think we're going to have to, I think it was better. Leah, can you talk while Sharon is muted? Okay, I'm going to mute myself again.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So why don't I just record it. Okay. So we're testing. Who can you hear? Testing. So they can hear. Oh, she's saying talk while you're muted. Okay. Thank you, Erica. I can see your message now. Can you hear me, Erica? If you can, just press it. Put two in the comment box, please. Maybe she can't hear me. Okay. So she can't hear me. Would it be better for me just to go ahead and record and send that to you? And then that way you can just share it with your audience?
everything so they can at least hear me, in case they can't hear anybody. So my sincere apologies that we've had such problems with the sound, but we will reorganize so that you can listen to the recording, and then we can have a Q&A session. Thank you all for your patience, and again, sincerely sorry that it hasn't worked out, and I will be firing off a support ticket to Ecamm Live to find out why it's not working, that's for sure, and we may have to use another option for next time. Thank you all so much for your patience and for tuning in. And watch the space. There will be some messages about when the presentation will be up for viewing. Thank you so much. So we'll call it for now, and we will come back stronger and louder next time. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, Leah. I will just talk to you after I've ended this live. Bye-bye.